On the surface, the Johnstons are TLC's favorite big-small family, presenting a wholesome image of unity and overcoming the odds. But behind the cameras, a storm of controversy is brewing that might change how you see them forever. Did you know that despite their relatable blue-collar image, some family members are allegedly sitting on multi-million-dollar fortunes that the public was never meant to know about? Or that the wholesome family dynamic has fractured so deeply that one daughter was allegedly silenced by legal threats during a holiday reconciliation attempt? Tonight, we're peeling back the curtain on the 7 Little Johnstons. From Alex's secret promise ring and Liz's surprise backyard wedding to the shocking reason fans are turning on Amber, we have the full breakdown of the net worths, the romances, and the explosive feuds that the cameras only partially reveal. Is the family truly falling apart, or is the drama just another calculated move to keep the paychecks rolling in? Let's dive in. Before we expose the financial secrets and the family tapes that have everyone talking, do me a huge favor. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on all things TLC, smash that like button right now. It helps us get this truth out to more fans just like you. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. We are digging deeper than anyone else, and trust me, you do not want to miss the updates we have coming down the pipeline. Let's get right into the money, because this is where the story truly shifts from a family reality show to a potential dynasty drama. The Johnstons have been on our screen since 2015, and a decade of reality TV has been very, very kind to their bank accounts. While their exact earnings aren't public, deep dive estimates and insider reports suggest the family is wealthier than many fans realize, and this wealth might be the very wedge driving them apart. Let's start with the parents. Trent and Amber Johnston have an estimated net worth hovering between $1 and $5 million. That is a massive range, but insider theories suggest the higher end is much closer to reality, especially when you factor in their heavily negotiated producer credits that don't always appear on the standard payroll sheets. But here is where it gets suspicious. The rising stars of the show, the children, are reportedly sitting on gold mines that dwarf standard reality TV salaries. Surprisingly, Jonah is estimated to be worth around $5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $5 million. Now, skeptics are asking, how does a car salesman and reality star amass that kind of liquid capital? Rumors are swirling that Jonah might be the silent beneficiary of a grandfathered contract clause that pays him royalties on syndication differently than the younger siblings. Then you have Emma, who sits comfortably with over $3 million. She has monetized her social media following brilliantly, but there is a theory circulating in the fan forums that Emma has been secretly investing in real estate under an LLC to keep her assets private from the show's narrative. And then there is the independent one, Anna. Anna, who has famously moved out to prioritize her mental health, holds a net worth of $1 to $2 million. This figure is fascinating because, despite being the outcast of the family recently, she has managed to secure her financial freedom. Some insiders speculate that Anna's net worth is actually the most liquid and accessible, whereas her siblings might have their funds tied up in family trusts controlled by Trent and Amber, a theory that would explain why Anna was able to break away so cleanly while the others seemed tethered to the parents' decisions. Finally, the young homeowners, Liz and Alex, both have estimated net worths of around $1 million each. Critics and fans have pointed out that while the family is dealing with explosive, strenuous family feuds, these very conflicts are proving to be quite valuable to the bucks. The more drama there is, the more people tune in. But there is a darker theory emerging regarding this wealth. A report from a source close to the production suggests that a massive financial audit is looming over the family. The rumor is that the distribution of appearance fees has caused a silent war behind closed doors. Is it possible that the tension we see at the dinner table isn't just about curfews and boyfriends, but about percentage points and contract renegotiations? If the parents are indeed controlling the family pot, as some reports allege, it would explain why the adult children struggle so hard to truly sever ties. Money is the ultimate handcuff. Now let's pivot to the most heartbreaking storyline that money can't fix: the treatment of Anna Johnston. This is Chapter 2, the silent treatment. Fans have watched in shock as the family seemed to keep Anna at arm's length, even snubbing her from major family events like Thanksgiving and Christmas. But what we saw on TV was apparently just the tip of the iceberg. According to exclusive theories from on-set observers, the distance between Anna and the family wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. When Trent and Amber finally agreed to meet Anna on neutral ground to discuss their future, things did not go as planned. While Anna expressed how much she missed the family, fans were outraged because Amber repeatedly cut Anna off, refusing to let her speak her truth. But here's the scoop that didn't make the final edit. There are whispers that before this meeting took place, Anna was allegedly advised by her own legal counsel not to sign a new family non-disclosure agreement that Trent and Amber were pushing. The theory is that Amber's hostility during that dinner wasn't just maternal disappointment. It was frustration that Anna had legally protected herself from being controlled. Anna bravely shared that her mental health had suffered under years of her parents' constant scrutiny. The backlash has been fierce. Fans on Reddit and social media have labeled Amber a bully and a horrible mother, with many claiming she cunningly sabotaged the reconciliation because she prefers to paint Anna as the bad person. Even Trent admitted he wasn't the nicest person in previous meetings, but fans noticed that Amber never offered a single kind word to her daughter during the sit-down. There is an even darker layer to this feud. Insider reports claim that the production team actually has footage of Amber admitting she views Anna as a liability to the family brand. While this footage has allegedly been locked away in the TLC vault to protect the show's wholesome image, the friction is leaking out. Why would a mother view her daughter as a liability? Is it because Anna knows where the financial bodies are buried? Is it because Anna is the only one willing to break the script? The narrative that Amber is pushing, that Anna is difficult and rebellious, is crumbling under the weight of fan investigation. Viewers are starting to piece together a timeline that suggests Anna was pushed out precisely when she started asking questions about her earnings and her independence. During that tense restaurant scene, look closely at Amber's eyes. It's not just anger, it's fear. Fear that she is losing control over the narrative. And when you look at the edits, notice how quickly the camera cuts away from Anna whenever she starts to make a valid point. Some fans believe the editors are being forced to cut Anna's best arguments to keep Trent and Amber from refusing to film. This silent treatment isn't just a family squabble. It feels like a systemic excommunication. And while the show frames it as Anna needing to grow up, the reality seems to be that Anna has outgrown the toxic dynamic, and the parents can't handle it. The heartbreaking part is that Anna clearly just wants her parents' love, but the price of that love seems to be total submission, something she can no longer afford to give. Despite the toxicity suffocating her childhood home, Anna Johnston is doing something her parents allegedly feared she would never do. She is thriving without them. Chapter 3. Love in the Shadows. While Trent and Amber were reportedly holding crisis management meetings about their failing public image, Anna was busy hard-launching her new man, Jeffrey, just in time for the holidays. This wasn't just an Instagram post, this was a declaration of independence. For years, fans watched Anna struggle through a devastating breakup with her longtime boyfriend, Darius, a relationship that many sources claim was micromanaged to death by her parents' constant interference. But this time, things are different. Jeffrey isn't just a rebound. He represents Anna's crossover into a life completely severed from the Johnston brand of control. But here's the real kicker that has the production team scrambling. While her parents remain distant, Anna has found a powerful support system in her extended family, specifically Aunt Heidi and cousins Ella and Carrington. This alliance has effectively split the family into two warring factions. Aunt Heidi has stepped up to offer the unconditional acceptance Anna was starved of, and she has already met Jeffrey, giving him the stamp of approval during a recent outing at a bar. Now, listen closely to this theory circulating among the show's crew. There are whispers that Amber is furious, not because Anna has a boyfriend, but because Aunt Heidi is getting screen time and positive fan engagement for being the good mother figure. An insider report suggests that Amber allegedly petitioned the network to limit Heidi's appearances, fearing that the audience is beginning to prefer the extended family over the core cast. It's a narrative disaster for Amber. If the villain of the family, Anna, is happy and supported by everyone except her parents, the problem child script falls apart completely. Anna is building what she calls her humble abode, a sanctuary that is conspicuously free of Trent and Amber's influence, and rumors suggest she is quietly filming content for a potential digital spin-off that would cut her parents out of the revenue stream entirely. While the family civil war rages on one front, the other side of the Johnston clan is frantically trying to project an image of romantic bliss. This brings us to Chapter 4, Wedding Bells and Promise Rings. If you thought the drama ended with Anna, you haven't been paying attention to Elizabeth. Elizabeth Johnston and Bryce Bolden have officially tied the knot. finally validating the golden child narrative Trent and Amber have pushed for years. After a tumultuous period where they split and described living together as feeling more like roommates than lovers, the couple reconciled, welcomed their daughter Leighton Drew in late 2023, and finally married in a quaint backyard wedding at her parents' Georgia property just last month, in November 2025. But let's pause and look at the exclusive theory regarding this wedding. Why the backyard? Why now? While the official story is that they wanted an intimate gathering, skepticism is running high. Some industry insiders speculate that the rush to the altar in late 2025 wasn't just about love. It was about locking down a storyline for the upcoming season to distract from the Anna controversy. There is a rumor that TLC threatened to pull the plug on the wedding special unless the couple agreed to certain invasive filming conditions, which nearly caused Bryce to walk away weeks before the ceremony. We all saw the roommate phase. Was that a genuine breakup, or was it a producer-manufactured conflict designed to lower the stakes before the ultimate redemption arc of a wedding? The timing is suspicious. Just as the heat on Amber reached a boiling point regarding Anna, suddenly we have a wholesome wedding to focus on. It's the perfect deflection. And Liz isn't the only one with marriage on the brain. The baby of the family, Alex Johnston, is taking major, almost frantic steps with his long-distance girlfriend, Allie Smith. During season 16, Alex surprised everyone, including his brother Jonah, by revealing he bought Allie a promise ring and a perfume set for Christmas. But this isn't just puppy love. Alex is dead serious, talking openly about moving to Allie's farm after they get married. Here's where the insider news alarms should be ringing, or at least the insider speculation alarms. Alex is young, extremely young to be making lifetime commitments. A source close to the family claims that Trent is actually the architect behind this accelerated romance. The theory is that Trent sees the older kids drifting away, Anna is gone, Liz is married and focused on her baby, Jonah is doing his own thing, and he needs a new anchor for the show. A young marriage, a move to a farm, a fish-out-of-water storyline for Alex? That is reality TV gold. Critics are asking, is Alex really ready to leave everything behind for a girl he sees primarily on weekends, or is he being coached to secure the next generation of the Johnston paycheck? There is a darker interpretation as well. Perhaps Alex isn't running toward Allie as much as he is running away from the pressure cooker of his parents' house. Fans have noticed Alex often seems anxious and eager to please Trent and Amber on camera. Moving to a farm in a different state might be his only exit strategy, and a promise ring is the ticket out. The ring symbolizes more than love. It symbolizes an escape plan. But will Trent and Amber allow their youngest son to leave the nest? Or will we see them sabotage this relationship just like they were accused of meddling in Anna's dating life? The pattern is there, and if Allie starts asserting too much influence over Alex, expect the concern from Amber to start creeping into the narrative very soon. We cannot talk about the Johnstons without tearing down the wall, or should I say the quilt, that hides the behavior fans are calling gross, inappropriate, and downright cringeworthy. This leads us to Chapter 5. The cringe factor, parenting under fire. If the financial secrecy and emotional manipulation weren't enough, Trent and Amber have a habit of sharing explicit details about their bedroom life on camera that often leaves their children visibly mortified. But is this just harmless fun, or is it a calculated psychological power play? One of the most viral and disturbing moments involved Trent creating a DIY sound barrier out of a ladder and a quilt so he could be intimate with Amber while the house was full of people. On the surface, the show played this off as a quirky, keeping the spark alive moment. But psychological theories from fan forums suggest something much darker. Critics argue this isn't about romance, it's about territory. By forcing the children to be aware of their sexual schedule, Trent and Amber are allegedly asserting dominance over the household environment, making the shared space uncomfortable so the children feel smaller. It is a classic tactic. If you make the home environment weirdly sexualized, you strip the children of their sense of privacy and boundaries. If that wasn't enough to make your stomach turn, let's talk about the housewarming gift that had the internet screaming. They gifted Liz and Bryce a pillow emblazoned with the words "Welcome to Pound Town" for their new house. Imagine your father giving you that. While the family laughed it off on camera, viewers were horrified, calling the gift absolutely inappropriate and borderline incestuous in its implications. But here's the exclusive theory that puts this into perspective. Insiders suggest that these shock value scenes are deliberately manufactured by Trent and Amber to distract from the real issues. Think about it. If everyone is talking about the gross pillow or the ladder barrier, they aren't talking about Anna being silenced or the alleged financial audits. Some reports claim that whenever a serious controversy is about to break regarding their treatment of the kids, Trent suddenly pulls a sex joke stunt to hijack the headlines. It's a strategy of weaponized cringe. They would rather be seen as gross than abusive, and so far, it has worked. But the audience is waking up. The laughter track is fading, and the silence left behind is deafening. The Johnston family is at a massive crossroads. With some children building new lives and others feeling pushed out, the dynamic we once knew is gone. But what do you think? Is Amber really sabotaging Anna's place in the family to protect her own ego? Or is there more to the story that the editors are hiding? Is she the villain, or is she a mother losing control in front of millions? And what about Alex? Do you think he's too young to be talking about promise rings and marriage, or is he simply desperate to escape the Pound Town pillow environment of his parents' house? This is where you come in. We need to settle this debate once and for all. Drop a comment below and let us know whose side you're on. Team Anna, supporting independence and mental health, or Team Amber, believing in the traditional, albeit strict, family hierarchy. The comments section is already a war zone, and you need to make your voice heard. The Johnston family is like a beautifully crafted mosaic that has started to crack. From a distance, it still looks like a masterpiece, but up close, the individual pieces are struggling to stay connected to the whole. Only time will tell if they can glue it back together, or if the pieces will find new patterns on their own. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the dark secrets of the 7 Little Johnstons, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on your favorite TLC stars. We'll be here with the latest tea and the truths as soon as they drop. Thanks for watching.